Hello, in this video I'm going to do a comparison test of parts between the Sen 5SC and the MCD Proline. That would be the Evo 1. I heard a lot of talk about the Sen 5SC short course truck, that it's a FS truck with a different front end. What I want to see is if internally the drivetrain either or is compatible with the MCD Proline truck, and this is what we're going to find out. So I have some MCD parts here, as you can see, and I have some Sen parts of the same, and we're going to compare and see what's compatible here. Let's start with the front CVDs, constant velocity drive shafts. Right here, here's the Proline front CVD, and I will find here in my hand I have the Sen front CVD, and this is again for the 5SC short course truck. So let's open this up. See what's the differences between these two here. Okay. Now here it is. This is the Sens, and here's, they look the same, but I'm seeing differences already. Right here looks to be about the same. The pins at the end, they look like the same diameter, thickness. Going through from here all the way, they looked about the same. Now here I could see there's a difference, where this is thick at the top and this here kind of goes inward. So that could have a little bit more weakness, I would say, than the MCD, because now you have less metal up here. Right here it looks the same, except saying this, I'm trying to give you the best view here, except the MCDs here comes out longer on the shaft, and then it changes. It gets like a textile end here, where this here is like halfway and it stops and it turns around. So there is a difference. Then you go over here, and then the threading. So even though they look identical, they're not identical. There are some big differences here, and obviously this is for the what comes with the 5SC, those wheels and tires, those cool wheels and tires. So I'll try it, see what happens in the future, and see what I could put on there, see what I could modify, rig up. So that's the front CVD part. We'll put that aside. Let's look at, how about this? This is the MCD, and let me get, and here's the sends. We'll see what the difference is between these drive cups. Here, this sucker up. They look about the same hole at the ends here. Look about the same. They just about look like also the same quality. For some odd reason, looking inward here, the sends looks like it'd be bigger in the hole than the MCD, but I don't know. I don't know unless I actually fit it. But they look identical. So this is the sends and this is the MCD in the drive cup area. Put that aside. Yeah. Okay. The next one. Let's go and see comparison of these. The diffs. This makes it easier. I'll hold it like this. And the planetary gears. And this is the MCDs. This was off to, these are used, so there might be slight wear on them. And here is the sends diffs. We'll check that out here. Well, they do look the same. Again, let me put this. Forget it. They look the same, except where the MCDs on the teeth, they look to be longer, wider, I mean, than the sends. You can see that. And at the ends here, the hole at the end is bigger, and plus what I'm seeing is the gear tooth is different. On the sends and the MCDs. They look like to be shorter. Of course, these holes, there's a difference. As you can see at the end here, there's a difference. So, now the grade of steel here, and this one, as for the color, they are different as the grade, the quality of steel. I'm just going by a hunch, but I think the MCDs might be stronger. So that's that part. Now let's look at this here. Again, MCD. and the sends. Let's see. And here is the hole at the end. You can see again that the difference here in teeth. And the hole, I think, is bigger on the sends than the MCD, the diff pin hole. You look through here, it looks bigger, possibly slightly, the sends. So there are slight differences. Let's put that back. Let's put that over here. And this is the MCDs here. And here is the sen case, diff case. Let's put this here. I don't have the Sen 5SC yet, because until I get these creations get done here, these projects, then I could concentrate on that. Alright, here we go. This is, of course, you can see the pins are broken in the MCD case, diff case, and here's the Sen's diff case. You see, they look really the same between the two. Really the same. Even the pins look the same. Can you tell the difference? I'm trying to... I think this part is the closest copy of an MCD part, would be this diff case. See, as for the hole here, as for the quality, they both look the same, feel the same. Now I am noticing, no, that's just scraping. That's nothing. That's not an indentation. Okay, well, they basically look identical right there. Okay, put that there. See what else I have. Put the case over here. Okay. Well, as you can see, I have gears, and they do look. I don't have the MCD gears. I didn't bring them. They look slightly different than the MCD gears, but theoretically they're basically the same. With the teeth count and everything. Okay, let's see here. We move on. Let's see. Now here we have the Sen center bevel gears, and I have the MCD. Oops. Well, let's just say, since I don't have the bevel gear, let's just compare the diff lay down shaft here, as I have both of these here. So let's do that. See what happens here. Okay, and this looks like real good quality, the MCDs. Nice. Okay. Okay, now here's the Sens. Okay, let's try to get the... Wow. Well, there's a length difference of the two. There is also where the sen here, it starts screwing up in different parts of it, in the middle and at the end, and it's not threaded at the end like the sens here is. So there's a big time difference between these two. As you can see here, there's a difference. Now let's look at this here. And yeah, there's a difference between the rotation of the spiral gear. So there's some big differences here. And as you can see, even the end here, the hole's bigger on the MCD than the sen. Wow. And it appears the cut where they cut this out is better on the MCD. In fact, a lot better. So on the laydown shaft, central laydown shaft, there's a big difference between the sens and the MCD. And I think you'd have a hard time interchanging parts. In fact, I don't think there's a possibility. Okay, now what else do I have? I have sen gearbox, and I also have here what appears to be MCD upper gearbox. So let's compare the two. Come on, come on. Okay, here's the sens. In fact, since the MCD didn't come with the lower part of this, we'll just do the comparison of the upper of the two here. Okay, MCD and sen. Okay, MCD, sen. So, they look different. Even though they almost from a distance look the same, there's differences. Right here, the top of the case of the MCD and the sens, there's a difference, big time difference. This part almost looks the same, but it isn't. The holes in the front here on the sens is bigger. Let's see here. The insides fairly look the same, but I could see that the gap here on the sen is a little wider. Now, as for quality of the two, it's hard to say, but I have a feeling the MCDs is just a little bit better quality than the sens. The sens feels slightly lighter, maybe a slightly cheaper grade, also type of plastic. So there's the differences of the two. They almost look the same, but there are differences. Okay, what else do I have here? Well, looks like that appears that's it. So that is the most important part, comparison test between the Sen 5SC drivetrain parts and the MCD Proline. It'd be the Evo 1 parts. So here it is, the comparison of these two manufacturers.